Hi there, this is Bibi, and today we are going to be making this card featuring essential die cutting and Betterpress techniques. The materials and the tools I'm using in this video are listed in the video description. We are going to start by using this beautiful layering die set by Altenew that features a keyhole system for easy assembling. The dies will cut keyhole shapes and also emboss a number on each piece. We are going to start with the piece number 1 and then with the number 2 that has a keyhole that needs to be aligned with the same keyhole shape in the piece number 1, like so. And we are going to be using liquid glue to adhere the pieces in place. We are going to cut all the pieces from cardstock in different colors, but this piece here, the piece number 9, I want you to cut it out of white cardstock. So there you go, that's the little bird assembled, and if you want to step this up a little bit, you can also add inks to add interest and contrast, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do that. So I'm going to place my die cut over a gel plate, and I'm going to apply paperback ink. It's a brown ink all around the edges of this image, and I'm using a micro brush by Altenew that is ideal to do this. You can also add ink over the cheeks, the chest, or the neck, or in those areas where in a three-dimensional shape there might be a shadow. So underneath the head, underneath the wings or the tail. And to add vibrancy, I'm going to use this ink color here, and I'm going to repeat the same process. And this is done. I'm going to add a black nouveau drop in the eye just to add a glossy accent, and then I'm going to create a background panel for this card. To do that, I'm going to use my Betterpress, and I'm going to place the Betterpress plate aligned with these guidelines here. Then we are going to place this clear top plate over, and then we place this cotton paper over, making sure that it's aligned with the Betterpress plate that is underneath, and we are going to use this low tack tape to secure it in place. Now we need to ink the plate, and I'm going to use this limestone ink by Altenew. It's a very light ink color, and I knew from the very beginning that I will have to repeat the process. So here is very important to apply the ink carefully over the plate and to make sure that the plate doesn't move, because we are going to repeat this at least 3 times. This ink doesn't have the same viscosity than Betterpress inks, meaning that it's thinner, and when you apply it over metal, it moves over that surface and the image doesn't transfer properly. For better results, you can use Betterpress inks, but this Betterpress system will work with absolutely any ink you might have in your stash. Sometimes when the ink is light, you might need to repeat, as I'm doing here, to build up the color. But I have used Altenew darker inks and also Simon Says stamp inks, and I have been able to do this in one go. I could repeat until I get a perfectly transferred image, but I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to apply a contrasting ink color around the edges of this plate just to create a degradation of color in the borders of the panel. So I'm applying the ink carefully, the plate is not moving, and if you see the gray mat with the grid is magnetic, it's holding that plate in place, and I need to make sure that that mat doesn't move. That's why you see those yellow pieces of tape holding it in place as well. Now I'm going to trim the edges of this background panel, just like that, and I'm going to use Glimmer Plates to do Betterpress as well. This also has dies, so that will allow me to cut the outline of the sentiment, and that will look very pretty. Of course, the glimmer sentiments are gorgeous, but I just wanted to show you this in this video because you can do this as well. And I didn't mention this, but I'm using Betterpress cotton card panels. This is the best paper to use with the Betterpress, but yes, you can use any other cardstock or watercolor paper that you might have. Now, the glimmer plates are made out of a different kind of metal, and it's not as magnetic as the Betterpress plates. You can see that the plate is moving when I'm applying the ink, and that's not good at all to do multi-pressing or to repeat the process. And that's what I'm choosing here, to use Betterpress black ink to make sure I get that sentiment printed in one go. Please, no cracking noises. The Betterpress needs to run smooth through the die cutting machine. This is a beautiful print, and to clean the glimmer plate, use a dry kitchen towel, and this will be as good as new. To die cut this, make sure that the tape you are using to hold the die in place while die cutting is not over the sentiment. This is cotton paper, is super delicate. Imagine putting tape over a cotton wool, it will tear off part of the fibers. So just avoid any sticky stuff over the paper. So we got the background, we got some die cuts, and we have the sentiment, and it's time to put this card together. To create other die cut images like the poinsettias and the branches, I use a die set by Holtz that is also listed in the video description, and I'm adding here some embellishments. This is also the key to get some eye-catching details in our projects. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel and visit my blog for more ideas and inspiration. Thank you very much for watching, and happy crafting. Bye!